drank a 5-hour energy. I think it was a bad idea. I'm like shaking like a leaf on a tree right now. Well, it's opening day here in Missouri. Just pulled into the spot I'm going to be hunting. This is actually the last place I hunted or scouted this summer, and I'm going to be hunting a bedding area, for sure bedding area. I had bumped a deer out of it when I was scouting it. It was a little buck, but there was beds all over the place and rubs, and it's a little secluded pocket where like a few ridges meet kind of down in a bottom. So I'm a little concerned because it's going to be so hot today. My scent swirling around in that bottom, but you know, if it's going to happen, it's probably going to happen pretty early this morning. But I'm just fired up to get out in the stand. I saw tons of deer on the way in. Actually, a really nice 8.2, about 2 miles from the parking spots here. So just kind of fires you up whenever you know that it's kind of game on now. Been about an hour and a half since I bumped that deer. I went all the way around this ridge, try to get in front of him, but I'm sure he jumped the public line and went over to this private right behind me, but I'm in the area where I bumped him, and it just totally makes sense now that I'm here. I wasn't set up but maybe 100 yards away from him, but I set up in the bottom, and he was on the top third of this ridge, which is exactly what I was thinking. I should have known that. That's where I found most beds this summer scouting, but it's a south wind. He's facing to the north, so he's got the wind behind him. The main road to get in here is 80 yards behind us, so anyone that walks through there, you could smell him. He's probably 50 yards from the oak flat, and he can just lay up here and watch that oak flat. And that's how he bumped me, or that's how I bumped him. I got out of the stand and decided to walk up to this oak flat to see if the acorns were falling. And as I'm walking through it, he jumped up. I mean, he probably was a little bit further over here, but this is the ridge he was on. It's good to figure that stuff out, but I should have known better than trying to set up on the bottom side, but that's where I found most of the beds whenever I was scouting this summer. Oh well, live and learn. Still got this evening's hunt. I might go on and hunt a different area because I've been walking through his bedroom here. Just got set up for this evening's hunt, and I'm guessing this is a bedding area for him. I'm not 100% sure, but boy, it's thick and nasty in here, and there's tracks all over. I mean, there's tracks about 10 yards from the stand right here. They're just everywhere. And about 30 yards away, there's a scrape on the ground, fresh scrape on the ground. So there's a lot of deer sign in here. I just couldn't ignore it. So that's why I decided to set up in here, but I drank a 5-hour energy. I think it was a bad idea. I'm like shaking like a leaf on a tree right now. Rather just stick with coffee. But I was getting kind of tired there this afternoon. That family group of does was coming in behind me. I could hear them walking in the creek here that I'm sitting on. And they either got my wind or they got my ground scent, because that's the way I walked in.